Hi everyone, here is warday team for you, and in this video I want to share with you some specific tips and skills that I have discovered myself. These tips are also useful for me as well as for you to win the majority of matches and earn coins much more than other players. First of all, I definitely want to tell you about one bag or tip which helps to deal more damage and currently start any duel with an advantage, and this trick is to start shooting at the opponent when he is still under the influence of the shield, but at the same time the effect of this shield has already ended. On the screen you can see exactly how this tip works in game, but if you briefly start shooting at an opponent at the end of his shield, you have an advantage of half a second, because the shield has actually already fallen and the opponent is already receiving damage, and at the same time his weapon is also half a second is not active. For this reason, you should not miss the opportunity to remove the maximum amount of HP before the start of the duel. Secondly, this is a feature that is present in almost every shooter: the sudden appearance of an opponent on the screen using the advantage of the near and far walls. That is, as in an example on your screen, when I fly towards my opponents from an angle or meet an opponent at a distance running out from an angle, then I have an advantage in advance with an equal level of shooting, and most likely any such duel will be won by me. Third, this is about the significance of the long jump that occurs when you simultaneously press W plus C plus space. Why is this feature, in my opinion, very important? This feature is important simply for the reason that thanks to it you can quickly move away from a player who is trying to inflict damage on your shield, and even more important is that thanks to a long jump you move faster, and thanks to a higher movement speed you can collect more webs coins which are on the map. The fourth thing is that warday has 7 different aliens, each of which has its own peculiarity, and in addition to these features you need to take into account that the hitboxes of each alien are different, and for some, with frequent pressing of C using crouch, it can be much more difficult to register the cartridge because the model is greatly narrowed. Fifth, this is a feature that few people know about, but it gives a great advantage against opponents in close combat. Everyone knows that in the game it is possible to hit an opponent with a knife by pressing V, but many do not know that when approaching by pressing V you can simultaneously hit with the left mouse button, and accordingly for 2 blows delivered with one press you can inflict fatal damage for your opponent and will instantly change the outcome of any battle. Sixth, this is a feature specifically from me that will help you win on the most popular map Containers against players who one-on-one decided against you to hide behind the boxes. When you are in a hopeless situation and need to attack a player sitting behind the boxes, when you start moving, release a grenade on him, and at the moment when he starts shooting, duck down and continue moving so that he does not have the opportunity to hit you, and here you are already putting him in a awkward position in which he either runs out at you, it is good for you, or continues to hide, but at the same time you have already become close and the likelihood of winning this duel is much higher. In conclusion, I would like to wish you productive practice of the skills and tricks that I shared with you. I wish you as many victories as possible and see you on the battlefield. In the meantime, I say goodbye to you and see you soon.